What is up, Scorpio? How are you guys doing? This is your March 2023 main monthly reading. So, for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description box of this video. Yes, the sale is still going on. Honestly, I really don't have any plans to change that anytime soon. So, for those of you who keep asking, yes, it is still active. All right, I want to jump right into this. What's up, y'all? How you doing? We got Whitney, Lauren, and Deb in the house. What's up, y'all? Appreciate you for tuning in. All right, let's jump into this. I want to get a quick general outline, past, present, future. Just real quick, general outline. And for this, I'm focusing mainly on the past, mainly. If anything new is coming in, I will mention it. That's not the main focus of this first spread, though. Two of Pentacles. Hang on. Okay, Eight of Wands reversed. So there could be blocked communication. Really, honestly, if you are dealing with a situation in which there is blocked communication, if you're hanging around and waiting on this person to take action to communicate, it's not looking like it. Let's see what happened in the past here. Temperance, Two of Cups. Oh, shit. Wow. So you connected with somebody who, let's just put it to you like this. I'm going to try to figure out the lightest way to word this. Feel like you connected with somebody that y'all didn't share the same viewpoints. Let's just put it like that. For some of you, there may have been drama immediately. Now, I'm trying to kind of tiptoe around that because that energy doesn't always manifest into drama and arguments. But I do think that regardless, you were doing the best you could to kind of try to remain patient and flexible. But I just feel like the two of you had completely different worldviews, different goals, didn't see eye to eye. And for a fixed sign, you probably made more of an effort than you normally do to be as flexible as possible and patient with this person. But it was too one-sided. Too one-sided. Could have been a Sagittarius for some of you. Creeping up into the present moment, I still see you kicking yourself in the ass, getting down on yourself for wasting your time. You feel like a failure. You feel like an idiot. And that there's nothing wrong with that as long as you don't run that into the ground. You know, everything is about balance. Yes, if we did something stupid in the past, it's very important that we acknowledge that and we're honest about it. But we don't need to keep beating up on ourselves over and over and over. And I feel like some of you might be beating up yourself a little bit too much. A little bit too much. I got to clarify this Page of Wands here because it's almost kind of looking to me like there may end up being an interaction between the two of you very, very soon if there wasn't already. Nine of Pentacles. 10 of Cups reversed. The two of you may end up having a conversation. I feel like this person does have something they want to say to you, but with this 10 of Cups reversed, 9 of Pentacles, I don't know if you're blatantly ignoring this person or if it's not even hitting your radar. Okay, so creeping up into the future. I feel like this person is going to attempt to manipulate you in the future. I do think they are going to attempt to play some kind of game with you. Now, that's extremely general and very vague, so I don't really want to speak on what that looks like so far. I'm really kind of feeling like this person is seeing you and they're seeing how functional you are without them, and they don't like that. With the Hermit and the 9 of Pentacles, even those of you who are already interested in someone else or are already with someone else. That's not really, I think, what this person is so concerned about. They don't like seeing you. They would rather see you fall without them. Like, I feel like they don't want you to be able to function without them. Does that make sense? I hope I worded that right. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Also have Virgo and Sagittarius here. Okay. Well, let's look at this person's energy then, the past person. Past person Scorpio was inquiring about. Let's look at their energy. What kind of person are they? What are their intentions? Queen of Swords reversed. Queen of Pentacles upright. Okay. Ten of Swords, King of Swords. Wow. Now, if you are dealing with somebody that you know is into metaphysics and esoterics, you already know they very well may be trying to throw some black magic at you. I always have to say that when the Magician reverse comes out, because that always resonates with somebody when I say that. For those of you that does resonate with, very simple. Acknowledge it. Don't feed it any power. Don't feed it any energy. Reject it, and it will find its way back to them. Believe that. Don't send it back with hatred and anger. I'm returning this back to wherever it came from with love and light. It'll find its way right back to them. I promise you that. So there's a lot of tension. Oh, see, look, man, I'm having a hard time steering around that. I know that not all of you are dealing with somebody who is into esoterics, but yeah, could be a Capricorn for some of you. They really want to see you do very badly. They may be trying to figure out a way to try to sabotage you, possibly. But with this Ten of Swords right here, I don't know if that's something that you actually need to worry about, because I do think they are giving up hope on this. But it's like, I can see this person fantasizing about different ways to sabotage you, you know? Okay. Doesn't look too good, man. This person's energy. Yeah, it does not look too great. I'm not going to lie. They do want to talk to you, though. Oh, and of course, the Six of Pentacles is going to come up reversed. Okay, whatever. All right, let's see if they're taking any action, if there's going to be any kind of outcome. What actions are they taking, if any? Are they taking any action? Four of Swords. Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, now no action, so don't worry. I don't see them taking action. Lover's card reversed. Let's get the advice then. What's the best advice for Scorpio in this situation? Best advice. Two of Swords reversed. You got him. Okay, look. There's some of you sitting around up in your head not sure what to do. Not sure whether or not to move forward or to go back and try it again. Kind of being pulled. Now, look, one decision needs to be made one way or the other. A decision needs to be made. Either, no, I'm never doing that again, or, yes, I'm going to try to eventually reconcile with this person. We can't be up in our heads. We got to make a solid decision. Whatever decision you decide to make. For those of you who are wanting to slam the door shut on the past and never do that again, we need to get to work transmuting the energy. What that means is I need to create a meaning behind that experience. The ultimate goal is to be able to look back on that experience and express gratitude. That's the goal. For those of you who do eventually want to end up reconciling with this person, either way, it doesn't matter what you want to do. It doesn't matter if you want to move forward with a new person or reconcile with a past person. You're going to need to be on a different vibrational state one way or the other when the two of you connect with this person, or when you connect with this person, when the two of you come together. Yeah, see? 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. How about this? Let's meet in the middle. How about we take a little break and see if you can learn how to be happy for a little period of time by yourself. See if you can figure out how to do that. See if you can figure that out. I promise you. The most, especially if you're a woman, it's a good thing for everybody to learn how to do this, but the most powerful human being on this planet is a woman who is not afraid of being alone. Now, I'm not saying go be alone. That's not the point. The point is not to just go be by yourself and isolate. The point is the vibrational state where I'm not afraid of being alone. See, we got so many people out here living in fear of being alone. And when you're afraid of being alone, you're easy to control. You're easy to manipulate. If you're not afraid of being alone, nobody can control you. Nobody can guilt trip you. Nobody can use your emotions against you. Nobody can use fear to steer you around and tug at you like you're a puppet. So give yourself a little bit of time to see if you can learn that. See if you can learn how to be happy as hell all by yourself and learn how to not fear being alone. And then go approach this person. Then go approach this person. Yep. You know what, though? You know what you're going to find out? What you're going to eventually end up finding out, though, for those of you who learn to master this vibration, the minute you learn how to master that, that's when, for the first time in your life, you'll start experiencing connections that are more fulfilling than any connection you've ever had. Because when you're not afraid of being alone, your bullshit-o-meter is so sensitive. So sensitive. You can smell bullshit from a mile away, dude. And you won't just let anybody waltz up into your life. When you're not afraid of being alone, it takes a really, really, really special individual to earn a spot in your life. By default, you don't even have to try to figure out how to make that happen. No, you don't. No, you don't. Think about it. Think about it. Okay, let's do singles. Singles. Boom, boom, boom. The singles. Mm-hmm. Queen of Wands reversed. What's happening generally between Scorpio, single Scorpios, and the person they are interested in? What is generally happening? Uh-oh. A little bit of awkward communication. So I'm feeling, okay. So there's this unspoken mutual interest between the two of you. But there's a bit of a language barrier vibrationally. So it's kind of a little bit awkward. You're into them. You know they're into you too. But the two of you, it's kind of weird. It's kind of awkward. It's kind of like, well, who's going to make the first move? And y'all are both just kind of awkwardly waiting on each other. I think this person does want to come forward. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to put words behind that. We both know that we're into each other, but who's going to make the first move? And if I wanted to make the first move, how would I do it? What would I say without being embarrassing and awkward and weird. There's just a big vibrational language barrier between the two of you. This person doesn't want you to know that, though. They don't want you to know that. They're doing a really good job at pretending they have it all together. They are afraid that you're not really interested in them, though. They kind of go back and forth. They can't tell. They can't tell for 100% whether you're interested. I think you intimidate them a little bit is what it is. You intimidate them a little bit. Okay. Well, let's look at their energy and see exactly how they feel about you. How do they feel about you exactly at the deepest, deepest level? Whoa, whoa. Three of Pentacles reversed. For those of you who are interested in somebody at the workplace, I think this person is afraid of having a workplace relationship. They may not really want that. Look, yeah, they got feelings for you. Yes, they do. Oh, they're afraid of drama. That's what it is. Especially if you all are at the workplace. They may be afraid of drama at the workplace. They may be afraid of that. Yeah, they're just... Okay, now I didn't mention this in the last spread because I get so sick of talking about this. Past energy. So they're comparing you to the last person that hurt them. I think you may come across as a little bit more intimidating than the last person that they dealt with. So they're constantly trying to read into you. Constantly trying to read into you and figure out. I just feel like this person has insecurities. Doesn't look like a bad person, though. Let's just cut straight to the point. I don't see any malicious intentions. I don't see any bad intentions. But again, what always comes up? The past. Okay. Looks like good intentions, though. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay. Let's see. Well, I guess let's see if there's going to be an outcome or if it's just going to go. Will there be an outcome? Anything happening here? Will there be an outcome? Page of Cups reversed. I'm not seeing a love offer being made. King of Cups reversed. We got to get the advice then. What's the advice since a love offer's not being made? What's the advice? Uh-oh, Magician reversed. King of Wands reversed. Page of Swords reversed. Knight of Swords. What in the world? Okay. We got to learn how to speak each other's language. Got to learn how to speak each other's language. But that's tough, especially if this person's coming from a place of being insecure. If this person is coming from a place of being insecure, there's not really a whole lot you can do about that. You can make it as obvious as you can. You can wear your heart on your sleeve. But if this person's insecure, that's not going to fix their insecurities. They're still always going to be second guessing. They're always going to be looking at it from a perspective of, I'm not good enough. Oh, I don't deserve this. I'm not worthy. They're always going to be coming from that place of looking down at themselves. And you know, like most insecure people have this, this thing where they feel like, I'll be secure once this happens and proves to me that I'm good enough. That's the perpetual lie that keeps insecure people spinning in circles of insecurity. I know that because I was that person at one point. Okay. It's going to take some patience. If you are prepared to be patient, it's going to take some patience. And after a certain point, if you start becoming impatient, you're probably just going to have to spit it at them. Like, yo, I'm digging you. I'm into you. You want to get together? You want to go out and have a drink or something? Something. You're probably going to have to end up spelling it out for them. Probably, for real. Yup. Okay, whatever. All right, general messages. General, career, finance, friends, family, anything but love. General messages. Ooh, 4 of Wands. Beautiful. Hang on. Three of Wands reverse, though. Ah, okay. So there is a new doorway of opportunity that is open and available to you, but you're too afraid. I see you're too afraid to take a leap of faith. So whatever this is, it may have something to do with career, especially those of you looking to change careers or branch out. New doorway of opportunity is hanging wide open. But I feel like you're a little bit too afraid to start something new. You may not even recognize that it's an open door of opportunity. I tell this to my clients all the time. And you all have probably heard me say this in videos like this before too. You have to take action towards something to see if that door is going to open. I don't know where we get the idea that we're supposed to hang back and wait until the universe tells us what to do. That's never going to happen. Never going to happen. And people come to me for that exact same reason. Should I do this? Should I do that? It's like, why are you asking me? Try it. The universe will tell you right away whether or not you should. Promise you. You got to walk up to that door and see if it opens. And see if you're able to pass through. Then you know what people will ask me. They have an open door of opportunity, and then they come to me and they say, am I making the right decision? I'm like, the universe would not have opened that door for you if it was the wrong decision. They would not. It's going to require a leap of faith. Going to require a leap of faith. I knew that card was going to come up eventually. Yeah. You want to work on that faith, though. See, that word faith is such a sensationalized buzzword in the spiritual community. Most people don't really fully comprehend the word faith. A real true spiritual path. When you're walking a real true spiritual path, you are not this enlightened being who is glowing and floating on a cloud, who knows everything and whatnot. That's not the way it works. I know there are lots of people in the spiritual community masquerading as a light being who's glowing and floating on a cloud and just knows everything. And that's not real. I fell for that too when I first got on my path. That's not a real true spiritual path. You want to know what a real true spiritual path is like? I have no idea what's coming. I have no clue what's coming up tomorrow, next week, next month. I don't know. But you know what? I don't need to know. You know what I do know? What I do know is it's going to be better than I could have ever imagined. That I do know because the universe has my back. That I do know. But what if this thing happens? Let me tell you something. We create our own worst case scenarios by trying to figure out how to make it happen. The ego does that. The ego is the one that fucks everything up. The ego is the one that fucks everything up. The only thing you need to know on a spiritual, evolutionary, or ascension path is how to communicate back and forth with the universe. That's the only thing you need to know. is when the universe is saying yes and when the universe is saying no. That's all you need to know. Or sometimes the universe is saying you need to put in a little bit more effort here. That's all you really need to know. What will happen if I try this? I don't know, but I don't need to know. The universe will show me. That's a true spiritual path. Faith. I have the faith that no matter what, it's going to be all right. Now, that sounds cute to sit and talk about that. Putting it into action in your everyday life, though, is a lot easier to talk about than it is to do. I'm still working on it. I've been on my path for 7 years. Every goal I have ever set up to the point that I got on my path, I have successfully manifested into my reality. And I'm still working on that. That's how tough that is. That's how tough that is. Let's get some random freestyle advice. Whatever advice Scorpio needs to hear the most. This is the most important part of the video. This is the most important part of the video. This is the stuff that if just one person takes this advice and goes and changes their whole life, that's why I do this. Random freestyle advice. Love, finances, friends, family. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Six of Pentacles reversed. I knew that was coming out. I knew that was coming out. Okay. All right. Shit. How do I say this? How am I going to word this one? Okay. You know how I'm going to word this one? Okay. I got you. You know what the best thing that ever happened to me was? Hear me out. I'm making a point. The best thing that ever happened to me was I was rejected by everyone, abandoned, and left for dead. Best thing that ever happened to me. Best thing. You know why? Because that's what awakens the strength that you don't even know you have. Yep. We're always wanting help. And there's many times where we're not getting the help that we think we need. You know, we can tend to get so wrapped up in our egos that we think we know. Well, I would be able to do this if I was to get this help. Says who? This thing that you're wanting is unlike anything you've ever experienced before. What makes you think you know how to create it? You don't know how to create it. A lot of times, very frequently, when the universe is ready for you to evolve and awaken that beast inside of you that you don't know is in there, you know what it's going to do? You know how the universe awakens that beast inside of you? It makes you extremely, extremely uncomfortable. Think about that. The next time you're thinking, what did I do to deserve this? Maybe, just maybe, this is happening for me. Maybe. You hear everybody say, diamonds form under pressure. That's not just a cute little poetic philosophy. Everything in this existence evolves under pressure. That's why bad things happen. That's why. Because not the bad thing happening in and of itself, but the process of healing is what transforms you into a version of yourself that you never even imagined possible. And that's why we come here and decide to incarnate in this life and be a human. I could fall and break my arm tomorrow. And I could go to the most world-renowned, world-famous, broken bone motherfucker on the planet to set my arm back perfectly. But they could still dig up my bones in 100 years and say, that dude had a broken bone. Because once something is broken, it never goes back to its exact original dimensions. Because it's not supposed to. When you are broken, you will never, ever go back to the person that you were before you were broken. That's the whole reason why you came here and agreed to be broken. That's one of the most common questions that I hear people. Why would I agree to come here and experience this? That's why. Because it turns you into a different person. That's why. That's the whole point. Now, I don't like it any more than you. Trust me. I'm not saying that it's cool. I'm not saying that I enjoy the shit. But once you learn how that works, and once it starts to make sense, then you have the ability to take conscious control of your growth and evolution. And the universe doesn't have to throw a bunch of bullshit at you to hurt you. Once you learn how to consciously lean into stress, pressure, pain, and evolution, consciously, with intention in mind, and learn how to take that energy and transmute it and use it to create something new. Once you start taking conscious control of that process, then the universe doesn't have to just start randomly, arbitrarily make, horrible things happen. Doesn't have to. Doesn't have to. All righty. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along, y'all. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback y'all show me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.